You know, don't you know? You better know. I hope you know. Making fun of me. How dare y'all? Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today for another reaction video and another Women's Wednesday of stand-up comedy that we're going to get to today. And yeah, I'm glad that I kept the whole thing going. I say it all the time, but it just makes me feel good, that I kept it all, going, because I never been into female stand-up comedy before, at least not heavy. I have my favorites, like I've always said, but yeah, never really dove into it, with a full head of steam. But yeah, since I've been doing this, I'm glad to say that I've found some new favorites and been picking up where the other females that were my favorites left off. And yeah, I'm very glad to be doing it. So we're gonna get into another one today. And we're gonna get into another one from Sarah Millican today. All right. Well, she has become one of my new favorites. And I like what she has to say, you know what I mean? She talks about some stuff that I am aware of and, also schools me on some stuff I'm not aware of, and she makes it funny at the same time, which is always a plus. So yeah, we're gonna get into another one from her today. And this one is gonna be titled, Moving In With a Boy. Okay, well, yeah, I'm sure you guys have done that quite a few times, whether you're a female or a dude, you've taken the leap and it ended up pretty bad in some ways. Maybe you're in the middle of a good situation right now, and I root for that. I hope it works forever. So yeah, we're gonna get into this one. So yes, Sarah Millican with Moving In With a Boy. And if you like this reaction, please boom on the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and leave a nice comment. You know what I'm saying? Constructive critiques, leave a request and make fun of me a little bit. Like, just yesterday, people making fun of how I say, you know, all the time. And well, that's what it be like sometimes. But yeah, man, continue to tune in, man, and I'm glad you guys are tuning in with me today. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's keep the laughs going. Sarah Millican with Moving In With a Boy, right here on Eddie B TV, Women's Wednesday of stand-up comedy. Let's get right back at it. Let's do it. Get situated with this one here, and here we go.
The fourth thing I decided to do, I decided to let a boy move in with me. My boy, sorry, I should clarify. Not just any boy. I didn't just open the front door and go, you put your paper bag down, get in here. My boy, we've been together for 7 years. We've always lived apart. Latterly, we were 90 miles apart. But we both live on the road, so we still saw each other 3, 4, 5 times a week, and it was great. Okay. And then I bought a house. And he was considering where he was going to buy his house. And he said, I've been thinking about maybe Oxford. And I realised that was further away than you already was. And I think sometimes your heart just comes out of your mouth. Because I said, every time you step over that front door, you're too far away. So we moved in, shut up, and totally live with the boy now. I can see a willy whenever I like. Oh. People still do that thing to us, when they do that, you never really know somebody till you've lived with them. I hate that. We've been together for 7 years, shut your face. You never really know somebody till you've lived with them. I hate it, because it's such utter fucking truth.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Some people are glass half empty and some people are glass half full. My fella is glass too full, just fills them to the brim and walks really gingerly everywhere. He's got a touch of OCD that I didn't know about. He checks all of the doors 8 times before we go to bed, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. I just think it's a shame he hasn't got the OCD. That means he might use a fucking mop once in a while.
Ouch. Yeah.
Oh, and also, he's a psychopath.
Oh.
It's very early stages, but it's definitely there. Oh. The way I know he's a psychopath is that he opens a milk when there's already a milk open. Who the fuck does that?
Guilty sometimes. Oh.
I said to him, did you not see that there was already a milk open? And he went, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I said, why didn't you just use that one then? He said, I didn't know if it was all right. Just have a sniff of it. I said, why didn't you just have a sniff of it? He said, well, I do, but even then I can't always tell. I mean, don't get me wrong, the fact that he hasn't got a very good sense of smell can sometimes work for me.
Oh, no. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's the end of it already, huh? Oh, man, another short one, man. I never really checked the times too much, but you know what, man, I gotta start doing that more often so I can at least brace myself a little bit. Okay, yeah, another funny one. Oh, geez. That was Sarah Millican, y'all, with moving in with a boy. Man. Well, what to unpack with this one? Now, I've lived with quite a few females in my life. I know it's been very unhealthy. I don't understand what made me go through the motions to get to that point. Oh yeah, I did. I fell in puppy love. And notice I said puppy love because falling in love is different than falling in puppy love. Puppy love is a whole lot of bullshit. And the only part that sucks is you're so wrapped up in what you feel for that person in the early stages that you think that's gonna carry on for years and years, and it just does not. Oh my goodness, it does not. Man, I did always hear that too growing up, that you never know how much you know or love a person until you move in with them. I've heard that quite a few times. And I didn't believe in it at all, just like I'm sure everybody else who's young won't believe in it either. But yeah, once I found out, I realized that, I don't even realize why I like this person at all anymore. It is just like, even me living with my lady Bernie, we've been together for a little over 7 years now. And man, we can't stand, and I mean this, okay, sincerely, but I still mean this. We cannot stand the way we live, man. We hate the way each other does damn near everything. We have a few things that we're okay with that we bond on because that's what keeps us together. But man, we can't stand each other, man. Like she was talking about the OCD and the psychopaths. Well, I must fall under that category, man, because I'm not diagnosed, okay? So I'm not gonna just say I'm something, but everyone tells me, so it might be true. I don't know, but yeah, man, I like things a particular way, and I obsess over it all the time. If something's out of place, man, it drives me nuts, and I need to move it back to where it should be. And I think things should be done not necessarily on a schedule, but at least like a pattern. You know what I mean? Develop a pattern to where things get done, and you're not sitting around wondering, oh gosh, do I have to go down there and clean that kitchen or the bathroom or my room? I keep everything tidy all the time because I can't stand nothing being out of place. It pisses me off to my core. It very much does. But the whole opening the milk thing, I don't make a huge habit out of that. You know what I mean? I've done it a few times, but it's just I can't really smell some days. You might not be able to get your sense of smell cracking. So sometimes you be thinking, oh, that might be good, but I don't know. I still can't tell, man. It just drives you nuts. And plus, I don't know if I told this story before, I might have, but one time, man, I was just coming home from playing hoop. I was a little kid, and first thing I did was I went to the fridge and I poured me a full glass of milk, and I was just gonna take it to the head because back at those times, I used to drink milk a lot, and it tasted good right after you did something strenuous. You felt like you were just recuperating, And I didn't realize that the milk was about a few days expired, and I couldn't smell anything because I was already I just wasn't there. And then my first instinct was just to pour something cold and getting into my mouth, you know what I mean? But as soon as I downed and realized it was sour, I projectile vomited out of my mouth, you know what I mean? So, I can't speak for how everyone handles this, man, but it just leaves pay attention to some things. But what she said at the end, oh, how dare you. Ladies, come on, man. Keep the wonderful land of the lady parts, in working order, man. Keep them, smelling and, should I say it? Yeah, I'll say it. Keep it smelling and tasting good, you know what I mean? Because the last thing I want to smell is man, made me feel like I was back at that day where I was drinking that whole glass of sour milk, man. I don't want to go through it. It's traumatizing. As a matter of fact, not just the ladies, everybody keep your parts smelling and looking good, all right? Please, man. We don't need to deal with a forest or a lagoon or a rainforest down there. We don't need it, all right? Just, keep everything nice and tidy. That's another OCD thing of mine right there. But, it was a short clip, and overall, I just will say that if you guys are going to live with anybody, man, in a relationship or whatever, figure out some things. Talk about some stuff, man. Be around each other in each other's respective places enough to know that, oh, this is what you do? Oh, this might become a problem if we live together. Just figure that stuff out. But don't be petty, you know what I mean? Because although I do have my OCD things about me, that I've been told, one of the things that I don't do is that I just don't have my stuff and then all of a sudden I start chastising somebody else's thing, at least excessively, you know, because you do get irritated by the way other people live, but you still know that, hey, I'm me, they're them, so live and let live, and let's try to keep the peace around here. But yeah, man, very funny clip, man, and gosh, that last part still kills me. All right, man, but you know what? The fact that she said that they were together 7 years before they moved in with each other, now that, I think, that should have told more of a story about living with somebody than that. I mean, that amount of time, like, for real, man, that's over, like, how many days? That's at least over 2,000, 3,000 days, maybe, something like that. I could be, excuse me, I could be off a little bit, but yeah, that's a lot of time to not really get the gist of a person, you know? But yeah, take the necessary amount of time, you know. The earliest I ever moved in with a female was 1 month. And that was the stupidest mistake that I ever made. I will never make that mistake again. At minimum, even with the puppy love thing, at minimum, like, know somebody for at least a year, you know, before you even think about jumping to that level right there. At least a good solid calendar year should at least tell, you know, at least a few surface things, you know. All the deep down buried inside stuff, yeah, you might have to take a little bit more time. I guess it depends on your tolerance level, so to speak. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off right there. One more time, Sarah Millican with Moving In With a Boy. And if you like that reaction, please boom on the like button for me one more time, and subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for me, and like I said, leave a nice comment for your boy. You know, constructive critiques. You know, leave a request. You know, for something you might want to see, and yeah, throw a few zingers at me. You know. People were really dogging me out on that David Cross video I did, you know. It's just like, yeah, because I say, you know, all the time. It's like a way to, like, talk each sentence to a soft landing, I guess, so to speak. I mean, it might make me sound a little bit, you know, uneducated, you know, and you know, I'll give you that right there. You might be right. Only have a 10th grade education, for fuck's sake. But but yeah, man, still a very funny video from Miss Sarah Millican, man. Well, actually, I should say Mrs. I don't know if they're married. Are they married? I don't know. But yeah, man, this is gonna be Eddie B TV signing off one more again here. Another clip for Women's Wednesday of stand-up comedy, and I'm glad I was able to get to another Sarah Millican. It's like she has this way about herself that just makes me want to zone in a little bit, you know? She has a great presence on stage, and I like her subject matter, and I like the fact that I could also learn a few extra words while I'm checking out a clip of hers, you know, because different phrases and stuff and different words from other countries I'm not aware of, and I would like to know it just so I can, like, say weird stuff around the house and have all the ladies in the house look at me like, what did you just say? I'll be like, I know, right? But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in one more time to this one, man. I had fun getting to another Sarah Millican clip. Keep the suggestions coming, you know, like I always say, you know, if you want to see something else from Sarah Millican, man, drop me some more suggestions, because although I do look for some clips on my own, you know, it doesn't hurt to take some of the requests out there. So yeah, man, until next reaction, love and appreciate y'all. Peace.